Hey guys, what's going on? Zach Ryan here with my main man Frank Knight, and you might remember us from a very popular Power Rangers unboxing that we did recently.
Dynamic duo, back together.
Just kidding, that was never popular. Today, we're playing Star Wars Battlefront. It's in stores today, I'm sure you guys are aware. We're just gonna jump right in and start playing basically from the top. We're gonna blast through some missions, we're gonna do some cooperative stuff, we're gonna play a bunch of multiplayer, I'm gonna just school Frank.
Yep.
So
we're gonna die a lot. Yeah. That's cool. We're gonna be able to talk some Star Wars and just kind of grind through and show everybody what the game looks like. It just came out. Yeah. We're all gonna hop on it and have fun together.
Yeah. And remember, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on IGN. Tweet at us with the hashtag IGN Plays Live, and we'll answer your questions as best we can. So, you ready to start War? Or
yeah.
what?
Let's hop right in, man.
Let's do it.
Where do we want to start? Go to the missions.
Yeah. Let's do missions first.
Okay. So what do you feel? Like, do we want to drop in the training, the battles? What do you feel like?
Let's start at the start. Let's do training.
Okay, we'll take everybody through how everything goes.
Nice.
What do we feel like? Want to do some AT-ATs, rock the dark side, Endor chase?
Let's start at Beggar's Canyon.
Thank you. Okay, we'll bullseye some Womp Rats.
We'll just bullseye some Womp Rats, just like back home.
Yep. Split sync?
Yeah.
That local co-op on.
Okay.
Get you all synced up?
This one is not wanting to work right now. That's fine. You want to just start it off?
Yep.
And I'll join in later.
Get that one synced up when we can.
Yeah. Here, Ben. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a tutorial thing so everybody can get their hands on flying an X-Wing for the first time, right? We're just going to run through the biggest canyon on Tatooine, and shoot down some X-Wing, or shoot down some ties with our X-Wings and kind of see how it all plays out.
Did you do any of the flying stuff when you played at E3?
So I did a little bit, but it was ties, which have, if you do the cockpit view, like no visibility, which is the worst. But yeah, when I played at E3, it was all the Imperial side of the Walker battle, which, as we've kind of learned, very, very unbalanced at the time. It was pretty easy to win.
Bringing in the heavy artillery.
Ooh, so you can just fly around, throttle up. So we're just gonna go through and fly. The beginning of this thing is all very simple. We just like fly through, hit a couple of checkpoints,
just getting the basics
and then
down.
Eventually, then we can fly everything in, throttle in.
Ooh. Took that corner tight.
Always tight. I love the little like hologram. This is what a TIE fighter looks like.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one before?
This is for people that have never done a Star Wars.
Yeah. Never Star Wars before.
Get him.
They're just not gonna let it blow up.
Oh, really? That's weird. Thanks, Ben. So, but wait, there's more. Is already asking us on Twitch about DLC. Dude, this game just came out today.
Yeah, so we only know about one DLC pack so far.
It's the Jakku DLC.
Yep, it's the Battle of Jakku.
Yeah.
Which will be like freaking awesome when it drops. I can't wait to find out about that. I hope that eventually they start to do new skins for the vehicles and stuff for how they look in Episode 7.
Yeah. So, Joseph W. Mitchell asks on Twitter, that's Joe W. Mitchell, asks, do you feel the lack of story content is changing people's opinions before giving the game a try? I do think so. I think that that's kind of a running theme in shooters lately, this sort of lack of a single-player campaign. Having played the game pretty religiously over the last week or so for review, I didn't review it, Mitch reviewed it, but getting some hands-on time with it, I think that it's not terribly lacking. I think that the multiplayer modes here more than make up for single player.
Yeah, it's full of several different kinds of multiplayer modes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think there's definitely like a backlash from the people who really like playing like Battlefront 2, where it told like the origin story of the 501st. And had that kind of fun lore element that isn't in this one. And it is a shame that there isn't like some sort of like story element, but still the game is amazing.
Sure.
The game was never you know, it's not. This isn't like Knights of the Old Republic. Like this never was a story-driven franchise.
Right.
It's all about just having fun with all the pieces.
Now you're warming up. Nice, dude. Use your specials. Ha.
Oh, where's that?
There you go. Stay on target. Very cool. I love the draw distance in this game. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun to be able to just kind of run around like on foot and just like, you know, just see like a very tight shot of everything and then hop into a ship. And
how
just
close
see
can you get to the surface? Buzz them. Wow. Oh.
Cutscene.
Uh-oh, now you got TIE interceptors coming in. Look out.
Yep. Got a little level up on the baddies.
Do a barrel roll.
I love the idea of like showing
You
off everything.
upside down?
Yep.
That's awesome.
I love the idea of showing everything like through those little holograms, like R2 style. It's such a fun little thing to add. So it's interesting in aerial combat that there's kind of almost stats between the different ships, right?
Yeah.
Your interceptors and A-wings are kind of your fast, nimble, kind of rogue-like vehicles versus, you know, something like the X-wings that are a lot burlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was playing. They also control pretty differently. I was playing on Hoth last night, and I flew an A-wing for a little while. And it's a lot squirrelier when you're flying it around. It's like, you know, kind of skates around. It's pretty wild. Jose, where'd he go? He said, oh, I'm sorry. Javier Perdomo asks if we're going to play online. Yeah, we're definitely going to play online. We're just going to blow through some of these missions real quick.
Yeah, we just want to kind of give everybody like the full service of what you get at day one. When you crack open the game, you know, here's all the things you get. Building up to us doing some competitive multiplayer, and, you know.
Right on. Oliver
defeating
on,
everybody for me.
Oliver on YouTube wants us to go first person. Can you do it?
Yeah, I can try and survive some cockpit first person time.
Yeah, the flying is not easy on first person. Look at this guy. That's not you.
That's our beloved super producer. He's throwing us the thumbs up.
Ben does that in real life just as frequently as he does in game, I feel like. All right, let me switch over here. Let me do it. Let's see, what else? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Just slaughter some people.
You want to play? Oh, I already started it.
It's all good, man. Yeah, no.
Next time. Here, you want to run this for a little while? See what these guys are talking about? If you guys are already playing, if you picked it up last night at the midnight release, tweet at us and let us know what modes you like, what modes you are not that into, if you've played as any heroes. I played as Boba Fett twice last night, and I think Boba Fett is the coolest hero in the game.
Boba Fett is absolutely amazing.
Definitely.
Emperor's cool though. Like Force Lightning is a really fun ability.
I can't get over the way he moves. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. It's so funny.
But we should definitely play some Boba Fett today because it's Boba Fett's birthday.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's 37 today.
37 years old.
He first premiered in the Star Wars Holiday Special, which, if you haven't seen, is just the worst thing ever. Go look it up on YouTube. There's just like
bad.
Long extended periods of Wookiees talking.
Here we go.
So right now we're doing one of the training missions where we can just start right off the bat with heroes. But most of the time, if you want to play as a hero, it's an unlock, like a drop token on the map.
Right.
And they spawn kind of randomly, so you just kind of have to track one down. It's a little different than old Battlefront games where you would earn them kind of as a reward for doing
kills,
well. Yeah. You get a kill streak, you play as somebody cool.
Here comes an assault line. This is kind of a nice mode that they just let you just drop into hero mode.
Yep,
you know,
just
like if
drop
you're not
in, slaughter some stuff. Especially because if you just get the hero in game and you haven't played around with kind of how heroes work, they work a little bit differently. You're gonna die real quick because you're an immediate target the moment the hero drops.
Yeah. Well, they do these cool announcements, and we'll see them later in the game. It's like, oh, Darth Vader has joined the battle, or Princess Organa is here. And so, like, you know if you're on the opposing team to immediately start looking for them.
So right now we're playing on Xbox One, but you've been playing mostly on the PS4, right?
Yeah.
So
I played way too late last night with a bunch of people. It was nice to like have the servers up and running and like a lot of people playing last night. It was very cool. You really get it really feels very Star Warsy when there's 40 people in a battle, you know, like blaster bolts all over the place and stuff. It's cool.
Have you seen any differences between the different console releases?
Yeah, I've noticed the like little things. I feel like there's a little more texture pop in on the Xbox. But I've been playing so much on PS4 that that might not be the case. I'd have to play more on Xbox to make sure.
Kind of look at it. And of course, IGN will have a graphics comparison up for all the platforms. Get all the minor details then. And as people are saying in the Twitch comments shortly.
Yeah.
Yes, the holiday special is just the absolute worst thing ever.
So bad. What was Chewbacca's kid's name? Lumpy?
Lumpy, yeah. Chewbacca, there was Chewbacca and his whole Wookiee family. But I will admit, the animated section of the holiday special that was kind of the introduction of Boba Fett was totally serviceable. It was, late 70s style animation. It was fun, but everything with the Wookiees and the singing and the celebrity guests, a lot of old people that were popular in the 60s.
Sure. I love that you can take out multiple enemies with that attack.
So
Who
terrible.
are some of the celebrity guests?
Of all the lightsaber deflections.
Yeah. I wish you could throw people like when you force choke them at the end. Man, these guys are really coming on strong. Look out!
Wreck them. In the holiday special, we not only meet Chewbacca's son or younger brother or whatever, but we meet his mom.
Yeah, like there's like a whole Chewbacca,
Chewbacca
family, guys.
right?
Yeah.
Definitely look that up. It's on YouTube in horrible quality. It's
kind of amazing that they've never brought it out to like DVD or anything, right? Isn't it like locked away in the vaults?
Yeah, it is hidden. There was rumors once that George Lucas was trying to like buy up all of the copies just to make sure nobody could ever see it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an interesting thing. They released it in 1978, a year after Star Wars, to kind of maintain interest in the franchise until Empire came out.
Yeah.
So it was, an attempt to keep the fan base satiated, and wasn't a very good attempt.
You want to try some co-op?
Yeah, absolutely.
What happened to that other controller? You got it?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Get a little fun time.
Oops. You want to go against each other?
Sure.
Or here, how about this? We'll do cooperative. Survival on Tatooine.
Let's try Sullust. So that's the new planet.
Okay. I actually really like this planet a lot.
Yeah. So this is a planet that's referenced in the movies. They talk about the fleet massing near Sullust.
Go ahead and join.
But we've never actually seen it before in movies or games or anything. So it'll be.
Oh, who do you want to be today? Just a guest?
Yeah, we'll just.
I personally think he should have been Brandon Tyrell.
Just kick him off whatever he's doing right now.
Oh. Come on.
We don't care. We just want to shoot some things.
Yeah, right? What's going on over there on Twitch?
So what do you think overall for the game? You spent a lot of time with it. You've been playing it for hours.
I like it a lot. I do feel like it's the kind of game that like I'm gonna love and play all the time for like a couple months, and then I'll probably put it down and play something else and wait for an expansion or two to come out and pick it back up and play those to death. And like I'm looking forward to at least playing it off and on for the next year or so until they decide to release Battlefront 2. So.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to play all the kind of different stuff that's gonna count, like the Jakku fight, and I hopefully, like I said earlier, I'm really hoping for some new skins for Episode 7 content. Like I'd love like an unlockable like flame trooper. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So we're just gonna hold off some Imperial forces here.
But yeah, for the person commented earlier about playing in first person, so the ships, at least in my opinion, are a lot easier to fly in third person. Than but it's running around first person to shoot is great.
Yeah, I was having a hard time playing it in third person, which is strange because I always played Battlefront in third person in the older versions. I can't shoot that low. I gotta get out. One of the things that is crazy to me about this game is the range in these battlefields. Like, you'll end up shooting targets from so far across the map.
Yeah, no, it's really easy to get picked off if you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Solace is one of those great worlds where the rocks are all black and the stormtroopers are all white, so it's really easy to kind of pick them off from wherever. Hoth being just the absolute opposite.
Yeah, Hoth is nearly impossible. I also find myself constantly, like, having played so much Destiny, like, constantly wanting to reload.
Oh, yeah,
like ducking
absolutely.
behind rocks and like, mashing X to reload, or square on PlayStation, I guess. Frank, you're a major Star Wars fan. How do you feel about some of the voice work in this game?
So, like, Admiral Akbar's voice is always terrible, so I can let that absolutely go. But
Shock Troopers coming in.
The Han Solo and the kind of some of the heroes are a little unfortunate.
It plays pretty smooth in split screen mode.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It really, I miss the days of good old couch co-op. So
I know.
It's super fun to have it like this. Yeah, it's funny though that a lot of the voice acting is kind of not as amazing as all the scans they did of the props. Like if you look in what we were just doing earlier, we got to play as Vader, and he had his lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. They went to the Lucas Vault, they scanned the lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, and that's what's in the game, which is really kind of awesome. But unfortunately, they didn't get the rights to the music, and they didn't get the rights to use a ton of movie clips for voices, and they didn't get like any of the renowned Star Wars voice actors to kind of pick up the slack.
It seems crazy to me. Where are they? There they are. Nice. Let's see what these power-ups are. Vehicle turrets. Is there any power-ups that you're particularly digging?
Not really. The power-up stuff is super cool and all, but what I find most fun is the vehicle and hero stuff. So like it's cool to be like a better soldier, but it's also really cool to suddenly take over an AT-AT and just like wreck house.
Yeah.
What about you? What have you been enjoying?
I really like. I forget the name of the grenade, but it's basically it's like a suction grenade. It has this huge explosion that like pulls people into it. It's really cool. Where are they coming from, Frank?
Ties are up high.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
There you go.
That was it?
Another wave incoming.
Sweet.
So I love the survival modes. One day I hope they can add a nice, wonderful zombie survival mode like other first-person shooters. Hey,
I guess so, yeah.
There was Red Harvest.
Universe,
it totally does. There was Red Harvest. There were zombies in that. Clone Wars cartoon has zombies in it. The zombies are totally canonical in Star Wars.
Oh, I need grenades. I'm so used to having a grenade on that right button. Wow. All right.
So we have a review in progress for this game, right?
Yeah.
So like we're kind of going through. We played like a lot of the stuff, but you know we have to test the servers and make sure all of that stuff before the full review's up. But once we get a chance to play with everything and make sure the servers aren't causing huge problems for players, like a lot of game launches last year.
Yeah. It doesn't really seem to be. I mean,
yeah.
We jumped right into a match. Well,
yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, totally.
But,
we booted up the game, no problem.
I forgot that we're not playing against actual people.
Yeah, so there was definitely some problems. Some PlayStation users were unable to like boot the game and stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, it seems like compared to some of the problems that AAA titles had last year, that overall this is a pretty smooth launch.
I jumped right into a rock. Yeah, I know that a lot of people that had ordered the Ultimate Pack had pre-ordered, couldn't download it last night and weren't able to play. It was a real bummer.
Yeah, I in fact just picked up a PS4 with the Battlefront bundle for this game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be delivered to the office tomorrow because
That's
Amazon
awesome.
didn't ship it out until the game came out.
Does that come with a 1 terabyte drive, or does it come with
500.
Okay.
Right now, to my knowledge, the only 1 terabyte one.
Is the Battlefield one?
Yeah, is the
Black Ops.
Black
3.
Ops.
Yeah.
The Blops one.
Yeah.
And you know, game's great and all, but I'm not really a fan of that orange on the console.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yep, I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that likes to have their consoles aesthetically pleasing,
Yeah.
or look like R2-D2 in the Xbox 360's
Sure.
case.
Sweet. We're about a third of the way there on this one. These are long.
Yeah. It's definitely something that really helped you kind of, you know, knock the rust off and
Yeah. Here comes
look
the
at all
drop
that
pod.
great
Let's see.
stuff. So as soon as we're done with the survival mode, we'll go try it out a different mode and see what other stuff we can do. We'll play some co-op against some other people and get all that done just so
Yeah.
this one's out.
Dude, I gotta say, the jetpack is like a game changer in this game. It makes it so much more. I haven't unlocked a jetpack yet, and playing here, it's so rad.
No, it's so much fun. It allows you to cover so much distance so quickly.
Yeah. Oh. Man, I'm like barely doing any damage to this guy.
Ooh. Need some heavy artillery.
Well, at least we defended the pod.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa.
So
Oh,
the,
that was
the
stupid.
vehicles are super overpowered in this game.
The what?
The vehicles, like you gotta properly prepare yourself for vehicle combat.
Ah.
You know.
Yeah. Whoa. Got him.
Bam, there we go, and he's down. So remember, if you guys want to like chat with us, if you're on Twitter, hashtag IGN Plays Live, ask us any questions, tell us what you want to see us play, and we'll go hop right in and give you what you want. Oh, man. Matt's saying that in the UK they have to wait till the 19th to play.
Huh. Wonder why
Well,
that is.
That's unfortunate, Matt, but remember, you actually get to see Star Wars Episode 7 like
True.
5 days before us in the US.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It all comes around. It all evens out in the wash. Also, dear internet, please do not spoil that movie 5 days before it comes out.
Jesus.
I have tickets for 23 hours of Star Wars that day.
That's insane, dude.
No, it's terrifying. I'm gonna do the
You're gonna
7
do all of
episode
them?
marathon. Starts episode 1 starts at 1 a.m. And then when that marathon's over, I'm going to the Alamo Draft House to see episode 7 for a second time the same day. So
That's
yeah,
so gnarly.
it'll be
I don't think I
terrifying.
could do it. I don't think I could do it that long.
I don't think I can do it, but we're
You-
gonna
you
find
could-
out.
I mean, you could sleep through the first 3 and you'd probably be fine.
So on the download, that's totally my game plan. It starts at 1 a.m. I'm gonna go there with a big puffy Jedi robe, and put the
Just
hood
get
down
comfy.
and just take a nap.
Yeah.
Just use it as a snuggie.
I see you. I don't see where our opponents are, though.
I can hear the ties.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
I
go.
should look to the sky.
The jetpack is the best thing, but I want it more than I'm allowed to have it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, that cooldown timer. I just want to have like that awesome jetpack all the time.
Got him.
So have you got a chance to play a lot of like the fighter squadron mode?
No.
Go around playing?
I've been playing mostly the team versus team battles, you know? And I like drop pod too. Sounds really fun. Or drop zone.
The fighter stuff reminds me a little bit of the Rogue Squadron games for like, the Nintendo platforms.
What was the one on GameCube? Was that Rogue Leader?
Yeah, I think that there was Rogue Squadron 2 and 3 were on GameCube.
Yeah.
So I think there was.
I remember I played one of them on GameCube a lot.
The last one to come out, if I recall correctly, had the entire second game, so you could play through it as co-op. And that was just like the greatest thing. I might have well just glued my GameCube shut when I got that game.
Yeah.
And we're good.
This dude's got a shield. Oh! Oh! Got him. What's this guy? Jink.
Was that the charge pickup?
Yeah. Do you see any of the collectibles that we should go out there and grab?
It's a fairly nice defendable position up here. All nice and low.
I wonder if you can melee these dudes in the bubbles. Where'd they go?
Love the stormtroopers screaming out.
I love the jetpack troopers. Like, if you hit them in the pack, they just go flying off.
No, it's wonderful.
Ah!
They spent, like I said, the music and the voice acting, not exactly the greatest, but they did spend a lot of time on the gameplay. That's really what they focused on. Like, it feels and it looks like Star Wars.
It certainly looks like Star Wars, yeah.
There's definitely some bullet sponging going on, though. People seem to die a lot easier in the movies.
Yeah.
Then again, it seems to be a lot harder to aim in the movies. So let's see what do people on Twitch think? What do you guys want to see?
What's the word?
Boba Fett is overpowered.
Kind of.
And
That's
everybody
great.
hates the prequels, but are arguing over which is the worst prequel. So what do you think? What do you think?
Is
you
that
think
really
2 is the worst
yeah,
movie?
Is that an argument? 2 is by far the worst.
Oh,
2 is
I enjoy
so bad.
Obi-Wan's storyline in 2. The like film noir thing. I think that's fine. That's wonderful. Jango Fett and a little watery battle. That's great. Everything with
man.
Anakin is terrifying.
Not for me.
I gotta say though, I feel like the only redeeming quality for Episode 1 is the Darth Maul battle, and he just kind of goes out like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So yeah, if there would have been more Maul after the first movie, then
More
I think
Maul.
I might have enjoyed the subsequent films more. But like I say, I still think Episode 1 is probably the worst, the lowest point of the saga. Well, I mean, the holiday special,
Yeah,
the lowest
right.
point, and then Episode 1.
I actually like
Then the Ewok
last half of Episode 3 quite a bit.
Episode 3 was definitely very interesting. I think my biggest problem is there's too much in 3.
Yeah.
Like that could have been like 2 films. Like we didn't need Episode 1. We could have just had
Yeah.
2, 3 part 1, 3 part 2. Like they did with the Hunger Games and
Yeah.
every other movie right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I can't wait for Star Wars Episode 9 Part 2.
I guess this ATST just doesn't see me over here, or what? There we go. Ah. Ah. Got him. Nope, just kidding. Nice.
Now you got him.
Just as I laid the blaster cannon down. Great.
Fasty Quick agrees with me that they're going to release a part 2 for episode 9.
No way.
What do we even call the anthology films? They're kind of a similar thing. They're like, hey, look, here's a placeholder. So we can have annual Star Wars.
Yeah, I saw this morning that they're annualizing it, which as long as the stories are good, I'm totally cool with. Like, I really like even though we've only seen very little of
Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah.
Oh,
I think
Rogue One, that image looks amazing.
Yeah.
We never got our 1313, our
know.
dark, gritty, M-rated Star Wars, but Rogue One looks like the closest thing we're gonna get, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah? Oh, they're TIE fighters. Can I pick them off from this far? I don't think I can.
I love how, like, when you look at the skies, you can see, like, Star Destroyers, and there's so much, like, just kind of background stuff going on to be enjoyed.
There we go.
But yeah, a lot of people are saying, like, you know, as long as they have good material to make all the Star Wars movies you want, expand the universe and just have lots of fun with it.
Yeah.
Have you got a chance to ingest any of the Journey to the Force Awakens stuff, whether it be like the comics or the movies or anything
I've been
like that?
reading the comics off and on, and I really dig them. I have like 10 back issues. Whoops. I have like 10 back issues that I need to catch up on. Sorry, I died. I let you down, Frank. Can you finish this one off?
Probably. Where the heck are those ties? Go, come. So if we want, we can actually just back out and let's do some online play.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems
We
like
can do
that's
that
what
too.
everybody's kind of stinking for.
Cool.
Let's hop into some nice online play. See how all that stuff's going.
This guy says
And
there's a Star Wars comic. Yeah, dude, it's really good.
Yeah,
Marvel has
there's a
run.
whole line of Star Wars
Yeah.
comics.
There's a Star Wars proper comic. There's Princess Leia, Chewbacca, Lando.
There's
They
the
each
one
have
about
their
Poe
own-
Dameron's parents.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff going around to kind of prep
Dash
everything.
Rendar, Kyle Katarn.
Yeah. Not so much, but one day maybe. One day maybe.
Dengar. I'd read a Dengar comic. All right, let's do it. Supremacy. You want to just jump right into the fray here?
Do what? It all sounds like fun.
Cool. Can we play split screen multiplayer?
Let's see what our super producer says. Shaking his head.
No.
No.
We'll have to take turns.
Yeah, no, I miss the Dark Horse comics. Like, I really enjoyed the
Yeah.
Dark Horse Star Wars comics. But so far, everybody has been super positive about Marvel, what Marvel's doing.
Yeah, I really dig it a lot.
And, you know, fun little fact, Marvel originally had the license, like way back in the 70s.
In the 70s, yeah.
Yep.
I have a couple of those ones too.
Those
But
ones
yeah.
are super weird. There's like
Yeah.
a green space bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Dark Horse actually also did a cool run of like basically like reissues or retellings of the original stories that were really good in the 90s.
Oh yeah, those kind of like re-adaptations.
Uh-huh.
Those are super cool. Marvel's actually releasing a lot of the Dark Horse stuff too again, so making sure everybody can get access to that.
Did you ever read any of the book, The Star War, that was like based off of the original script?
Oh yeah, so that was based off of Lucas's old thing with
Yeah.
with kind of Starkiller and like General Kenobi and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff is all really interesting, and the art style is super cool. 'Cause
Yeah.
They did the comic in the style of like the Ralph McQuarrie like concept drawings.
Right. Oh shit. Oops. Sorry, I said a curse word. I always manage to get one in on the live stream. Ben, I apologize. I'll try to keep it to
You
one.
get one, but no more.
I'm sorry, buddy.
As Spider-Man once said, everybody gets just one.
All right, here we go.
Greatest thing in Family Guy history.
What's that?
That Spider-Man cameo. It's one of the greatest things in Family Guy
in
ever.
Family Guy? Yeah.
Now, if we just get a Spider-Man cameo in Star Wars. E.T.'s in Star Wars. Why not Spider-Man?
They're both Disney properties now.
Exactly.
So.
It's all in the family.
Uh-huh. Oh.
So there's a whole bunch of unlockable, like, alien heads. Have you got a chance to look at any of those? They're super fun. You get, like, the Rhodians, like Greedo and Twi'leks and all that kind of stuff. But no Ewoks.
No?
No Ewoks and no Jar Jar Binks Gungan head. And that makes me sad.
I'm totally cool with that.
If I want to go into competitive multiplayer trolling everybody, I want to go in with an Ewok or a Gungan head.
Sure. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting rocked. I mean, I knew that there would come a time when people would
get really good.
Get really good. I just
you didn't think it was going to be
so
launch
soon.
day?
Yeah.
Well, they had all those wonderful open betas, right?
Yeah.
To kind of give everybody a shot at it. So, you know, people have had a chance to kind of figure out how it works. And I agree with Unstoppable 360 over on Twitch, who says, like, I want some Darth Maul content.
That'd be cool.
That'd be super fun. Just get a Darth Maul hero. Get your revenge on Kenobi.
Yeah, would you be interested in seeing, like, prequel-based levels for Battlefront?
So, I mean, it could be cool. Like, it'd be kind of interesting to do that space battle outside of Coruscant in the beginning of 3.
Yeah.
Which is like a giant, massive space battle. That'd be super interesting. But I'm totally fine with just seeing the characters, like prequel characters, just show up, like in the current timeline, just like weird, out of place, fun stuff.
Sure.
It doesn't all have to be matched up continuity. And yes, Disney owns my childhood. They own Marvel, they own Star Wars, they own ESPN, ABC, all of the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool moments, but unfortunately, there is no like blowing up the Death Star, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Like it'd be super cool to do like some space battle stuff where you get to like play with the Death Star.
Boba Fett has been assigned to aid our mission.
I like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So now you should be good for a few minutes. Oh, there you go. I was about to say you're gonna be good because everyone's gonna go after Boba Fett, but Boba Fett, where? Oh, there he is.
There he is.
You just stand by Boba Fett, and everyone's gonna shoot at him instead of you.
Look at how awesome
so much jetpack.
Yeah. His jetpack runs for so much longer. Finally.
There we go. So, are there any like kind of like loadouts that you started to enjoy? Do you like to snipe, or how do you like to play?
Typically, I play like more as a sniper. I haven't really found a sniper rifle that I like to use in this game yet. Oh, I see Luke.
Oh, we're gonna go take down a hero, huh?
Probably not.
So right now at launch, how many maps are there? There's 4 of them, is that right?
Yeah.
And then about a month out,
that was awful.
Abuda. And then about a month out, we get Jakku. We'll add an extra map. Do you think like those 5 maps are going to be all we're going to get for a while, or do you think they're going to drop some more?
I hope not. I hope they start dropping maps like pretty frequently. I can't imagine that they're really easy to build though, the way that they look.
They are some pretty massive maps.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to have some like shorter stuff where it's like, hey, look, this map is just inside of a rebel base or something.
Yeah.
We need to launch a counter-offensive. We cannot let the rebels win this.
Ah, flight's inverted.
No. So the worst thing about the TIEs, in my opinion, is their cockpit view.
Yeah.
Is very accurate to like how the ship model was, and there's just a tiny little window in front, and you get like no side view.
Look at all these rebels.
Yep. All that sniping.
Oh.
Pulse cannon.
Frank, did you
so
pick
Garrett
this up?
on Twitter wants us to play Walker Assault at some point.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely make sure, guys, we'll do some Walker Assault. We'll definitely do some of the squadron modes. We'll try and show you all kinds of different battles and stuff they have as we run around in this Let's Play. We got plenty of time. We're here till 3. But yeah, no, it's definitely really interesting how they're kind of starting with such limited content, but I think over time they're definitely going to build and expand it, and they're going to kind of probably use this as a platform for a little while to come. We're probably not going to get a Star Wars Battlefront annually.
No. I would like to see them like almost. I'd like to see them almost do it like how Rock Band 4 is doing it and treat it more like a platform.
Exactly. It'd
You
be
know,
a lot
like,
of fun. Just
yeah.
More content. Just keep it all coming. We're all very satisfied with the gameplay. We just want more things to do with it.
Whoa. That was cool. Ugh.
So Aaron Decker on Twitter is telling us that the speeder bike chase, the Endor training mission, is apparently a ton of fun.
Oh, that's cool. We could do co-op on that in a minute.
Yeah, we can give that a try. The speeder bikes in like the Rogue Squadron games and stuff was always like my least favorite thing, man. Those
Really?
things are little suicide bikes. I don't understand how like a scout trooper in that tiny visored helmet can fly around, make it through all those trees.
Frank, I'm doing pretty terrible at this.
You gotta knock the rust off, man. Also, we are on Sullust. We're in the kind of opposite situation we were in the Swarm stuff. So you're this
Jeez
big
Louise.
white glowing target.
Yeah, totally.
David M on Twitter wants a Gungan map from episode 1. Just a giant army of Jar Jar Binkses you can shoot down. Did you ever play the DLC content for the Force Unleashed 2?
No.
So you could play as like the evil Star Killer and go to Endor and literally punt Ewoks.
Really?
And they'd fall off, they'd go way into the sky, into the thing, and you'd hear like the Doppler effect of their voice as they fall
That's
to the
crazy.
ground. It was a lot of fun for like the first 2 or 3 punts, and then you just start to kind of feel bad.
Yeah,
It's like,
I'd
it's-
imagine that you would.
Aww.
I don't get all the hatred for Ewoks. I mean, I don't mind them. But, like, some people just absolutely hate them.
I feel like
This guy has killed me, like, 6 times. Who am I kidding? Everybody's killed me, like, 6 times. It's fine.
it's all good. We all gotta start somewhere. Yeah, I feel like the hate for the Ewok is a slightly older generation than us. Like,
Yeah.
like kind of we all hate the Gungans.
Sure.
But I guess, to people a little bit older than us, the Ewoks were like, oh, they've added teddy bears to my big scary Star Wars. And I've always viewed Ewoks as being terrifying because they were going to eat Han. Like, they eat people. Like, why do you think at the end of the movie, they have all those Stormtrooper helmets they're using as drums? Where do you
Yeah.
think those heads are? In their bellies.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's a wonderful image that goes around the internet every once in a while of like a Sith Ewok on just a throne of skulls.
Yeah, I know there was a Jedi Ewok for a while, too.
Yeah, there was the unnamed Jedi Ewok from the Star Wars RPG source books. It's always a lot of fun.
Solo has finally paid for his crimes.
Heel over on Twitch loves Ewoks, thinks they're super cute. Fasty Quick thinks that Scout Troopers have great visibility, and I would like him to go to his local 50 first and ask to wear a Scout Trooper helmet.
Scout Trooper helmet?
Yeah, they have this big old visor that actually extends beyond like their eyes.
Right.
So it's incredible tunnel vision. So as far as like in real life, wearing that helmet's very hard. For all I know, they have fancy heads-up displays or something in the Star Wars universe.
It's fashion over functionality. That's okay.
I feel like a lot of Star Wars is that.
Sure.
Star Wars and 90s comics. A lot of extra pockets everywhere, little pouches that don't really
Lots
do
of
anything.
weird belts.
Yeah. If you've seen Han Solo's new leather jacket he's rocking in the trailers, he has like those 3 like metal cylinders for like
Yeah.
no reason at all.
I just assumed those were cigars.
I like that theory. So let's
Yeah.
you want to do some Endor speeder bike?
Sure. Let's see what everybody's talking about here. Gustavo Ramirez over on YouTube says, "Yo, you need a tweet code. You suck." Yeah, I'm not great. That was not my finest display. I was getting worked.
So we'll drop out and try and show off some of the things. Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
We had a little bit of a rusty start, but you know we'll pick it up. We'll get better. We're gonna spend a lot of time playing this game in the coming months.
A lot of people on Twitch talking about the Force Unleashed games, and I only ever played the first one, but heard the second one was cool too.
They're definitely a lot of fun, man. So
Yeah.
ENDOR chase. Let's do some split screen.
Sure.
And see how well we can drive some speeder bikes. Again, gotta add back in as a guest.
Yeah. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben02.
I think you added another guest, so there's two.
This is a lot of guests.
So many guests.
Woody Coven on YouTube asks, "What are we playing on?" We're playing on 360 or
Xbox One.
One. Sorry.
Xbox One.
This is a special last gen edition of.
A lot of games came out, like, you know, AAA titles came out this year with last gen versions.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to upgrade my PS3 until now. This was, I feel like this is the one game where it's like,
You held out for that long, huh?
yep. I held it for that long. I almost broke down for Fallout,
Yeah.
but I waited just a little bit longer.
Check it out. Sorry, this guy tweeted us a picture of
That
the evil
there we go.
Ewok.
That is the Sith Ewok on the mountain of stormtrooper heads.
Look at this guy. It's ridiculous. Skipping this stuff. Get right to the action.
You know, we don't need no lore. All that I want to do is not crash into a tree. That's my only goal.
Woo!
Oh god.
It's pretty interesting the way you control throttle.
Yeah, it's forward and back on the joystick, which is interesting.
It's kind of awesome.
Oh, there we go.
Did you crash?
Yep.
Dude.
The speeder bikes in every Star Wars game have always been like the bane of my existence. They're poorly designed vehicles.
You want to make it really fun, press left button.
Oh! I crashed into an ATST. All right, here we go. I'm gonna spend a life. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, I see him. This is kind of awesome. I haven't played this mode yet. Oh, I was killed by myself.
Oh Jesus!
It
I
definitely
bounced from one wall to another.
It definitely takes some getting used to.
Do it first person.
It's a little bit kind of like Wipeout or one of those like really good racing games where you have to be like on target. You have to like actually know your lines. Like
Yeah.
we're just like running over the
should
jungle
do it
shooting
again.
stuff.
Come on, let's get good at it.
Oh yeah, I know. It's time to get good.
Ben says we should do it in first
Try it
person.
in first person, see how well you do.
Oh Jesus.
All right.
And press
we'll,
left bumper every time you can.
We'll accept that challenge. What happens on left bumper?
Makes it really fun.
It makes it what?
Makes it really fun apparently.
Okay.
Our super producer giving us all of the pointers today. The load times, man. Load times are killer.
Sorry.
Okay.
Looking at Twitch over here.
What's going on over on Twitch?
People are talking about Walker Assault, so maybe we should do that next.
Yeah.
He said that it was impossible to win as Rebels in the Walker Assault beta, which I kind of felt that way too.
Yeah, no, they've come out and admitted, like, you know, the balance was really off, so they're gonna try and work on it. Oh, right off the top.
Nice. I'm gonna go first person here. Here we go.
Oh Jesus.
What is left button? Just like a super boost, Ben?
Yep. Oh,
Oh, what the heck
Jesus.
was that? Did you kill me?
I do not know.
Did we take each other out? I think it's way easier to do it in third person.
I think you're 100% right. I'm a firm believer that vehicle combat is way easier with that third-person perspective. But, oh, jeez. Too much time talking, not enough time driving.
I'm going like straight up Super Nintendo style on this, like ducking and turning around corners and stuff.
It's hard
I
not
know-
to. You get
I know it
really
doesn't
into
help,
speeder
but-
bike stuff.
Shh. Curse word.
So much exploding stormtrooperness.
Oh, we failed twice, dude. All right, we're gonna do it again.
I love that this is a training mode. Endor, speeder bikes at Endor was a fun thing that they did in a movie, but I could not imagine like riding, like just even a normal motorcycle, like at 20 miles an hour through the redwoods.
Yeah.
Like, would be bad life
we go.
choice.
Maybe don't hit top speed right away.
Just the entire time, just going really, really slow.
I mean, we roasted those 4 lives so fast in that last round.
Yeah.
It's just kind of crazy because like you want to control with the left stick, and that's just throttle.
Yeah.
Frank, no.
ATSTs are currently deployed in your
Here we go.
area. They will engage the
Whoa.
rebels on site.
Oh, there it is. I think I just shot myself up a tree. That was awesome.
See, even if you want to go like baby slow through the entire thing, the rebels will just escape and you'll still lose.
What the heck? That was not cool.
Yeah, I got a rebel.
Nice work. Here's a tip, pro tip. Don't use the accelerator in a canyon.
Yeah.
There we go. Got him.
We are very, very lucky that there's no friendly fire right now.
Got him. Nice.
Oh, there we go. Last one.
Got him.
There we go.
Oh, there's
See,
still
we're
more.
starting to get the hang of it.
And it only took us 20 tries.
Yeah, just 20 lives later. I feel like I'm back at the arcade as a little kid. Just like, and now I'm out of money.
How many are we supposed to kill?
I assume we're just supposed to kind of make it to the
To
end.
make it to the
They'll
end.
probably like just keep spawning. And oh wow, I just went right through that ATST legs.
Oh. Can you bank hard with like a bumper?
Oh,
Apparently you cannot.
apparently I can't.
Right at the end, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was just right
All right,
there.
we can do it. We can do it.
Just want to say I finished that in 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
You did?
Highest person on my friends list right now.
Speed running the Endor
Super
thing.
producer Ben Janka.
Super producer Ben Jacob just speed running the whole thing. I gotta say that seems like my new obsession might be to speed run this. If there's no campaign mode, you really gotta set personal goals, you know.
I guess so. Here we go. One last go.
Confirming no activity in the vicinity. Patrol, regroup on my position. Move to the next squadron. Understood.
Now we're all getting our game faces on. Where it's like we can't
No,
think
I feel
about talking.
very serious.
We're keeping like the banter's falling apart.
Rebels are escaping. All available units.
Already took out one.
Look out.
This guy.
ATSTs are currently deployed in your area. They will engage the rebels on site.
I'm just going like nice and slow and let you kill everything and just been like, hey, maybe if I just don't die, we can make it to the end.
Up ahead.
I'm trying to beat Ben's record.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that stand for a little while.
Ben does not look pleased.
Maybe give it a day or two to see if I can beat his record. But
Got him.
Even baby slow, I just crashed.
Frank, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Got him. That's a good pro tip.
Yeah, watch out for the rocks.
Not just in the game, but just in life itself. Just watch out for the rocks. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Sharp left turn ahead.
I know I can do it.
Oh.
Yes.
Another scout patrol is moving to your location to assist.
If I just wait long enough and don't burn your lives.
Woo! Cut through some trees. I just took out 2. Call that a double whammy in the business. I like that you can like smash through some of the smaller trees and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's like some stuff you can like bump through and you're totally fine, and then other stuff you're just like and float up.
Like that one. Oh. We have 7 seconds to beat Ben's record. We can do it.
Oh, they're escaping.
Step on it, Frank.
Oh, the moment I hit that bumper, I'm gonna die, and you know it.
There they are.
Oh, there they go, though. We're close enough.
Ugh.
That
They
was
escaped.
it. Jeez. Hey, at least we didn't die.
Let's see. Yeah? We are getting better. I think we can get him. Ah, suckers.
Yeah, no, I think that's
Okay.
complete, man.
Ah, we did it.
Yep, there we go.
I
Yeah,
guess maybe we just have to survive?
yeah, it's kind of making it to the end of the...
Sure. All right.
It's pretty much an obstacle course of
Yeah, no kidding.
terrifyingly evil trees. Why are the trees so evil?
All right, you want to hit, do some walker assault?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
See if it's even possible for the rebels to beat the Empire. Hopefully they don't, because we are on the Empire.
It depends. It switched back and forth. What's going on Twitter?
So a lot of people are talking about how with like online shooters, like you grab, if you pick up Battlefront or if you pick up, Call of Duty, there's like a really competitive online thing. So the moment you hop online, you get destroyed. We had a little problem with that at the beginning of the stream.
Sure.
So what do you think as far as like, do you think Star Wars is going to be a little bit more casual friendly, or do you think it's still going to be like a super hardcore FPS for just like the elite gamers out there?
I don't know. As of right now, I think it's probably a little more casual friendly.
Yeah, this seems to be like a good point to kind of hop on and kind of start to play and figure out some of the stuff before everybody kind of has all their techniques locked in.
Let's try this. All right, here we go.
Getting that custom loadout on.
Uplinks detected. Advance now.
Oh, Herbat on Twitter is talking about how he actually likes the Gungans and doesn't understand all the Gungan hate.
I mean, the Gungans as a people are fine. I just think that there's select Gungans that I'm not particularly super fond of.
So what do you think of the, speaking of Gungans, what do you think of the wonderful fan theory about Darth Darbinks?
Darth Binks. I don't know. It seems a little far-fetched to me. But I do like that Ahmed Best got in on the joke. Like, I do think that was pretty cool of him to say, like, oh yeah, this is the plan the whole time.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love that kind of everybody is kind of circling around it. And it's a really fun way to kind of explain the weird, like, logical leaps and just, like, the idea of, like, how this character who's just, like, an absolute, like, fail at life becomes, like, a senator and is responsible for, like, really the entire collapse of the galaxy.
Yeah. No.
I would love the great reveal for episode 7 to turn out to be that that Grand Admiral Snoke, Andy Serkis' character, is really just Jar Jar Binks, like Sith Lord Jar Jar Binks.
The big reveal.
Yeah. There's a lot of like crazy fan theories about like who that character could be. Could he be like Darth Plagueis from the books? Could he be Darth Maul? Could he be Luke Skywalker? Why didn't you feel that Luke Skywalker? Everybody has wonderful fan theories, and that's what's like super fun about Star Wars right now is just all of this speculation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from like the hardcore spoilers. You know, the people that actually know or claiming that this is an excerpt of the script or whatever. But I'm definitely enjoying all of the crazy speculation and talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm finally on a media blackout. Like, I've been watching a lot of the trailers and stuff, but I think I'm pretty much over it now. Like, at this point, there's really probably not that much left to see.
Yeah, there's Luke Skywalker. Take him down. Shoot that Jedi in the face.
Ah,
Didn't turn out too well.
Green Thunder.
Deflection shot. Yeah, some of the TV trailers have gotten a little too obvious.
Really?
Like story elements, in my opinion.
I've
So-
stayed away from the TV stuff.
Yeah. So I'm stuck in that news corner of the office.
Sure.
So I can't really hide from any of it, as much as I try. But
Yeah.
I think the TV spots have started to reveal too much. The theatrical spots were like always like really nice and really vague, and they're just like, it's Star Wars, guys, and it's
Yeah.
going to be epic, and you're going to be happy. And I was
Sure.
like, yes, it is. Fight Night with the kill there. It was a wonderful boxing game. I enjoyed that game so much.
So outside of this particular Battlefront, what are some of your other favorite Star Wars games, Frank?
So I think my favorite Star Wars game of all time is probably Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah,
Like
that's mine too.
That BioWare game was phenomenal. It had a wonderful twist, great story elements, super cool. I played a lot of the
Did you
Star
ever play
Wars
the second
MMO.
one?
Huh?
Did you ever play the second one?
Yes, I did. The first time I played the second one, I thought I made a mistake.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, all these story elements never finished off. I must have screwed up some quests.
Yeah.
So I went out and I bought the strategy guide, read through the strategy guide like a dozen times, played through the game like 2 more times. Was like, nope, the game's just broken.
Just not a great game.
They just never finished it. They released it
Double
on
whammy.
They re-released it on Steam not too long ago, and there are people who have done patches to actually unlock a lot of the content that was on disc but never in the game.
Uh-huh.
So one of these days I'm going to go back and I'm going to try and play through some of that lost content, like the Droid Planet and stuff, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have the time for that.
Yeah, one day. One day. But also, the Rogue Squadron games were always a lot of fun. Even the kind of weird ones, like the one that was just Episode 1 themed, like you were a Naboo Starfighter, Jedi Starfighter, those games, even those spin-off games were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Star Wars Space Combat's always really good. I think that there's so many great Star Wars games out there that we should all just focus on the really bad ones. Like
There are a lot of bad ones too.
the Bombad Racer kart racing Star Wars
Yeah,
game.
that one is awful.
Terrible.
Was that on PlayStation 2?
I think it was a PS1 game. I feel like kart racing was like the obsession with PS1.
Really?
Yeah. Jedi Power Battles was on PS1.
Yeah.
That one was terrible.
Masters of the Terracasi.
Yes. The Star Wars fighting
Which
game.
I actually have like a pretty fond spot in my heart for. Like,
So I played that game a lot when it came out, I will admit it. And
Yeah.
that was the game that introduced me to Jodo Kast, the lame ripoff Boba Fett.
yeah.
Which I love all the lore about like this guy who's like, I'm just going to steal like Boba Fett's look and then people think I'm a badass.
Yeah.
It was like, that's a good theory.
Mobilize to their uplink.
But yeah, I even played the Star Wars MMO for quite a while. And there's a couple people in the office who just got back into it after its updates. And they're like, you should get into play. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I have time, but I kind of want to.
I never played the MMO, but I heard it was cool.
Yeah, no, I guess so. There's been
That-
a new expansion, and it's supposed to be a lot more.
The
like
trailer for the new
traditional linear
expansion
one.
at E3 this year was awesome. Like, almost enough that I considered picking it up.
Yeah, their trailers for that game, I think there's like 4 of them that are just absolutely amazing. Or
Yeah.
just like, oh, I want to do that.
Called in a Y-wing.
There's one of them that shows like kind of like a Han Solo type character, like a scoundrel with like a trench coat and like double like blasters, and he he like spins around in slow motion, throws up the trench coat, shoots like 6 guys, and you're like, that's awesome. This game looks amazing. And then you're like, oh wait, it's an MMO.
Back in the fray. Here we go. Come on. Jeez. Jar Jar drinks.
Shout out to Jar Jar Drinks. So what about you? How do you feel about like all the old Star Wars games? Did you ever play like Super Star Wars is now coming out
Yeah.
for PS4?
Super Star Wars came out today, actually.
Yep.
EA did a pretty cool thing for Star Wars fans by reissuing that. Here, you want to take over?
I'll grind away for a bit.
Yeah. And that game is so hot, so hard, like so freaking
The
hard.
whole Super trilogy for the Super NES were just super brutal.
Yeah. All right, Frank, let's see if you can do any better than me. Let's see what people are saying over here.
I missed that Destiny
Ugh.
slide.
I know. I always want to slide behind stuff too.
Scanners indicate the rebels have activated
Oh, see, Fast T Quick over on Twitch says that Bombad Racing was on PlayStation 2.
Oh, there we go.
In your face.
Oh,
In your face, Frank.
sorry, I just blocked it out. I wanted to remove it from the PS2's library of greatness. I think the PS2 might be my all-time favorite console.
Mine too.
And our super producer just staring daggers at us.
Why?
What? It was,
What do you like better?
NES?
The GameCube, it was built for fun. It has a handle built into the back of it. That's the only right answer.
What about the Sega Dreamcast?
It's also a good answer. It was way ahead of its time, though.
Yeah.
On my desk at work, I have the Neo Geo Pocket Color, which is just the best portable console for handhelds, for like fighting games and stuff. It's so good. Has that little like joysticky thumbstick thing from like way back in the day.
Yeah.
Jedi. Oh, there we go. Took me down to Luke Skywalker.
Came out of nowhere. Switching out.
Yeah, let's go for the old. Yeah, we'll go for the everybody's favorite Stormtrooper blaster, the E11. Yeah, I love how like accurate a lot of the weapons are. Like this is just right out of the film.
Yeah.
It's super cool to see that they would like put all that effort into getting kind of all the guns right.
Well, and they all
Sure,
sound right too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know where that guy
Yeah, I
came
have
from.
no idea where I just got shot from.
The sound design is so cool in this game.
Don't let them power the uplink.
Nalan on what YouTube is asking us if it has longevity.
So that all kind of depends on their support for
Yeah,
it, right? So
and
like at launch, it's not a ton of maps, and it's not a ton of like content, but is the community there? Are they gonna keep giving us updates? We only know about one so far.
Mm-hmm.
The season pass promises a lot to come.
And I think for me personally, like I think it has longevity in short bursts. Like I think that I'll probably play this game like crazy for a little while, and then I'll probably shelve it until some like expansions come out, and then I'll pick it up and play it again in a few months. Kind of like the way that I played Destiny. You know, like I played Destiny a lot at launch, and then I stopped, and then when the Taken King came out, I came back into it and started doing a lot of raids and stuff. So like, yeah, I think does it have longevity? Yes. Will it have like continuous longevity? I'm not sure. Like that kind of remains to be seen. Tim Hole on YouTube asks, when is it out? And it's out today. It just launched
Just dropped
today.
today. If you played it real late, you can grab it. You could have got it like at midnight. There was a couple of midnight launches around. But yeah, you can go and pick it up right now in stores.
Which, I have a question for you guys. Do you ever go to a midnight launch? Like, wouldn't you just want to download it
So,
like
yeah,
at midnight?
so
If,
these
if
days,
that's, if
these
there's
days
a
that's
preload available?
That's
like,
a good thing to these days. But
Yeah.
sometimes you want like the collector's edition. You want all that like hard stuff.
Yeah.
I remember when back in the day, Metal Gear Solid 4 came out. Went to the midnight launch of that game. Went home and played through the entire game without sleeping.
By the way, the Empire just lost.
Yeah, so
Oh.
so we were doing science. Like we were purposefully losing really bad
Sure, yeah,
to
that's-
just make sure that the rebels could actually win now that the game launched. So
That must be.
proof of improvement
Yeah.
since the betas.
That was our plan all along.
Yeah, absolutely. That was our game plan the entire time.
Mission accomplished. We
Mission
did it.
accomplished.
Nice work.
Let's get a little space battle on.
Chocobo Beach says, I went to the midnight launch for Pokemon X. Cool. I don't think I've ever been to a midnight launch. Oh, no, that's not true. I picked up one of the Zelda games at a midnight launch.
I covered the midnight launches for consoles,
Yeah.
so I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Marco Funes over here on YouTube says Scruffy Nerf herder. I'm just gonna assume he's probably talking about both of us. That's fine.
Who's scruffy looking? Do you not see this wonderfully coiffed spit curl?
It's really nice.
Really-
Frank recently got a haircut for Star Wars.
Yeah, if you can do a little comparison between this and our Power Ranger
Previous
unboxing
video,
together.
Yeah.
I've done my best to start to
He did-
emulate your style.
He
I'm
did
in the
a
green
cool,
shirt.
He did a cool haircut, so when he goes to see Star Wars, he can impress Star Wars and try to take Star Wars on a date. Gonna get back into it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try a little fighter squadron. We've had some people asking about that, so we'll give it a shot.
Nice.
What do you think? Fighter, interceptor? What do you think?
Let's do the interceptor, man. It looks so much meaner.
I want hero ships that are like, Darth Vader's TIE fighter. Not just Slave One.
Mm-hmm. Unstable 360 says the last midnight launch that he went to was GTA 5. Was that for current gen or for the last gen launch? Did they do a midnight launch for the re-release? Probably not. Oh, did you know that the Battle of Jakku pack was free?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a really good way of a really fun way to kind of get people exposed to extra content.
Yeah. Nice.
Hopefully it'll get people interested in, the game enough for they'll start to pick up the season pass, and that EA will be like, hey, maybe we should support this game and make lots of content for it.
Oh, he answered. He said last gen. That totally makes sense.
Rebels incoming.
Omega 6 responding. Stand
But I mean, if you really want to get to play in the game, so some of the games allow you to kind of pre-download them and they'll just unlock at midnight. But I've tried to download some games at midnight before, and it's like, great, you can play this game in 8 hours. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that didn't work out too well.
Devin Tuck on YouTube asks where does it rank amongst Fallout and Halo? I don't know. I honestly those are two huge franchises that have multiple hours-long campaigns, especially Fallout. Like, I don't really know. It's like apples and oranges, I think.
Yeah.
Like, this is fun competitively, and it's fun to get in and mess some stuff up. But I think you're talking about three completely different experiences.
Yeah, I think it's really funny that Halo has like this campaign that's almost just impossible to get into.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't read books, if you haven't really been following the lore, it's really hard to kind of enjoy. And then Star Wars, they were just like, I mean, everybody knows Star Wars, but we don't care. There's no story, there's no plot. Just like, good guys shooting bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Isaiah Lemon 7 on YouTube screams, "What's the best part of the game?"
I like space combat, or ship combat, I should say. There's no actual, like, out of the atmosphere combat.
I like heroes. I like playing as heroes. I think playing as Boba Fett is like one of the most, probably one of the funnest things I've done in any game this year.
So that's proof that I'm not great at the game, because the moment I grab a hero, I'm just instantly dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Ben, we reached rank 9 for you. Congratulations.
Woo!
You did it. Puppy Games asked Destiny or Battlefront. Destiny. I mean, for me personally, yeah, Destiny. I like Battlefront a lot, but just the level system and the amount of collectibles and stuff in Destiny is enough to keep me coming back for, honestly, probably hundreds of hours at this point. I'm a little ashamed to admit that, but it's true, okay? I played a lot of Destiny.
So I played Destiny when it launched, and then I just picked up for the Taken King. I'm grinding away, trying to get my light up to end game level. So that's a lot of fun. I'm gonna see, I'm gonna play some Star Wars, see how I like it. Maybe I'll go back to Destiny. We'll figure it out.
Delta 2625 shouts, "How many game modes are there?" There are a lot.
There are a lot of.
There are a lot of game modes. There are 9 full game modes. I would assume that probably we'll see more game modes though down the line. I'd like to for sure. There's already a couple that we were thinking, or I've just kicked around ideas just here in the office, like, oh, this would be so awesome if we could play it this way. And I'd love to see some of that kind of stuff. I'd love to see a hangar mode where you could run into hangars and defend ships and jump in and pilot, you know, and try to attack other hangars and stuff. I think that could be really cool. Really Bro asks, how old are you guys? Old enough to love a Star Wars.
Old enough to love a Star Wars, but not old enough to have seen any of the original Star Wars in the theaters.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first Star Wars I saw in the theater was the re-release of Empire Strikes Back in like '98 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm really excited for Episode 7. It's going to be my first experience seeing Star Wars in a theater that's good.
Yeah.
Right? Hopefully.
Well, hopefully. I mean, it remains to be seen, but... Loudbreaker says, hey, what's up, IGN? Hey.
What up,
What's
Loudbreaker?
up? The Muppet98 asks, how easy does it seem to rank up? Honestly, like, I'm actually a little bit surprised at how much it takes to climb the ranks. Like, I played last night for, I don't know, like, I finally got a retail version, and I played last night for, like, 3 or 4 hours, I think. Then I climbed up to rank 6, but beyond that, I think it gets a little more challenging. I noticed in some of the weapons and, like, the credits menus and stuff, you can purchase items that are unequipable until... level 32, so I mean that's like quite a ways to go.
Yeah, and there's some Imperial stuff that like kind of unlockable gear. You can do a Shadow Trooper at like I think level 50, so when you equip it, and a Scout Trooper I think is like level 40. So I mean they definitely, you know, it has kind of like their own version of Endgame, just kind of glam stuff, but.
Calic Pro on Twitter, or I'm sorry, on Twitch asks, what's your favorite level so far?
So I like Solus a lot because it's something that like I'm not used to, right? Like, you know.
You do all your intergalactic space battling on other planets mostly?
Yeah, you know, like I've played a lot of Hoth games, right? Like.
Sure, yeah.
Walkers,
I feel like there was
and
a
Hoth
period,
have been kind of like in everything.
Yeah, I feel like, I was gonna say, I feel like there was a period there where Hoth was literally in every Star Wars game.
Yeah. So it's super cool that there's some new unique stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued to see like what they do with, because Tatooine's in here already, right? And we're adding Jakku. We're gonna have 2 sand planets.
Sure.
I'm sure they're gonna add, you know, Arrakis from Dune eventually. But like how they're gonna like differentiate the two with, you know, in more than just oh hey look the crashed Star Destroyers on one.
Yeah. Robert Bruce on YouTube asks if it will come out on PlayStation 3. No, I don't think so. I think this is strictly current gen. I mean, take a look at these hot graphics. I don't know that PlayStation 3 could run.
Yeah, I think even if they dumbed down the graphics, I think the number of active players in a battle is really going to keep it like locked to our current consoles. And yep, that's why I bought the Bullet. So I bought the Bullet and was like, oh, fine.
The Dr. Killuminati on IGN or on YouTube says, he shouts, "Can you play as Ron Jeremy?" Yeah, sure. I guess so.
I mean, you could name yourself Ron Jeremy
Yeah,
and play.
why not? Skill little sexy little hedgehog all up in your ship, driving around, trying to do sex on some Twi'leks.
This is not Ghostbusters. He's not canon. You ever see Ron Jeremy in the crowd shot in Ghostbusters?
No.
There's a shot in New York City where that dude looks a whole lot like Ron Jeremy. Just came into the middle of the shooting and was like, "Hi, Ghostbusters."
In which one?
The
second one?
Yeah, it's Ghostbusters 2. It's outside of the art museum.
This Let's Play took a turn for the weird real fast. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what you get for bringing up the hedgehog in Star Wars.
Let's keep going.
Blue Zephos on YouTube asks, do you wish there were space battles?
So I don't think there's a whole ton of difference between like the air combat either way. Like space battles would be cool and be something great to add. Like I'd love to like, you know, fight outside of the Death Star or something. But you know, it's fine that there's things that you can crash into. Like in a space battle, like there's not really normally a ton of stuff to worry about, right? So here it's like, oh hey, there's a flight deck. Like I can crash into the ground. I can get blown up.
Take out the Falcon, Frank. Do it. You can do it. Maybe you can't. Do a barrel roll, quick. Tap left on the D-pad.
Oh, that TIE fighter just went suicidal.
But you're in an X-wing and you're shooting at the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It was fun. I don't care. I gotta fly behind it. It was
Yeah.
neat. I'm not gonna get to fly the hero ship.
But here's the thing, friendly fire.
That's the fun thing about the game. There's no friendly fire. You just go around trolling.
Hassan Kine Timo on Twitch asks, could you get behind an Obi-Wan hero? Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Young
no,
or
no.
old, I don't think it matters to me. Like, I think like, obviously the young Obi-Wan is probably a better fit for the games, but I mean, old Obi-Wan wasn't without his charms. Noah Majora asks, is Lando in the game? Not yet, but I bet you he'll make an appearance.
Hopefully, Billy D's been in the cartoon show, the Rebels show.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, he seems to be willing to do some voice work. It'd be lovely if, like, Lando was the only person to actually have, like, authentic voice work.
Yeah. JD Gaming 13 says, "Frank me up inside." I don't know what that means, but yeah, okay, whatever. Seems a pretty weird thing to say to a dude named Frank.
It's an Evanescence song.
I mean, that's almost.
Yeah,
It's kind of,
no,
sort of.
It's a parody.
It's a little bit better than all the Frankie Says Relax stuff that I got as a little kid.
Sure. Mudassar Khan says, "Say hi, please, please." Hi, please, please.
No, I think we'll just say hi, please, please. I think you have to say too.
Say
But
hi,
otherwise it
say
doesn't-
hi, please, please.
There we go. Otherwise, it just won't count.
Let's see, what else are people asking about? Dylan Hancock asks, "Are you ready for Star Wars 7?" Yeah. I think we all bought tickets like within the first moments that they were available.
Yeah.
Um,
I bought tickets and then was like, oh wait, are we going to like different showing? And then I went back to get my original tickets I had, and then Sam Claiborne had bought my seats.
oh, that's awesome.
So now I'm sitting in the row behind him.
Sam Claiborne, #1 nice guy.
Wonderful guy. Great collection of pinball machines.
Yeah.
Imperial shuttles are trying to leave the planet.
Gamers for Life says, "You guys have dream jobs. Agree or disagree?"
Very much agree. I was literally talking to one of my coworkers on my lunch break about how he was saying that like if he won the lottery, he would still like work at IGN. He would just buy a really fancy house in San Francisco, which
Yeah.
is pretty much all the lottery could accomplish, because prices be crazy in the city.
Yeah, for sure. The Real Mad 00 asks, "Hey, IGN, can you please read this? Do you know anything about Borderlands 3 or any sequel of it? Love Robot." This is a Star Wars show. We're talking about Star Wars. That other game, Borderlands, is a totally different game. Star Wars is the game we're playing today. Check back when we do a Borderlands cast. Just kidding. We don't know anything about Borderlands 3. We haven't heard anything about it. The only thing, obviously, the latest thing Borderlands-wise is Tales from Telltale. Which actually, if you guys aren't playing it yet, check it out. It's awesome. Really good game. Probably up near the top of my list for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Especially just narratively, I think the story is killer. The characters are really funny. So if you're jonesing for Borderlands and you haven't played that, I would say definitely pick it up.
As long as we're speculating on games that have never been announced and probably won't come out, Star Wars 1313. God,
Yeah.
I missed that game. I wish that game was a thing.
Yeah, me too.
Watch your back, hostile fighter. Another victim of our superior training.
Nicole at Nicolette990 on Twitter asks, "What system are we playing Star Wars Battlefront on?" In case you missed it earlier, we are playing on Xbox One.
I feel like we should
not
get a lower
X-
third for that.
Not Xbox 360, like I said earlier. That's not a thing. That doesn't exist.
That's not a way of playing the game.
Hal Freeman asks, "Would you buy Fallout 4?" And he spells wood, WOOD. That's a funny way to spell wood in this circumstance. That being said, no, I would not buy Fallout 4. I played a lot of it when we got copies here in the office, and that's not a game for me. Take out the Millennium Falcon, you got to do it. If you do it, I'll buy you a candy bar.
Not really a great bribe. Office candy bar, vending machines. No,
Come
no.
on, that's a Snickers, dude. That's...
Give me a slice of pizza
Oh,
across the street.
he's slipping. You can get him, Frank. He's there. Okay, guys, if you're watching right now, respond with a yes or no. Will Frank destroy the Millennium Falcon in this
Lost
run?
him. Where'd he go? I just hope the chat is just screaming, he's over there!
Nobody's responded yet. I think we were
Well,
there's a little bit of lag, yeah.
Yeah.
Chip Scheckler on YouTube asks, will this come out on Sega Genesis? Yeah. It's confirmed for Sega Genesis and Sega CD. So
Another death by suicide.
Look for it in spring of 2016.
Seems like one of the best ways of taking out your opponents in aerial combat is just to crash right into them.
Matt Burkett on YouTube says, you blew it, Frank, and I agree.
Absolutely. Hey, also, as we were talking about, like, casual friendly, flight combat, man. It seems like you survive a lot longer than you do.
Yeah, than in...
Lock onto their transport ship. Destroy it.
Josh Patriots #1 asks, what's your favorite football team? Josh, I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that yours is probably Patriots. My favorite football team is the Louisiana Sportsmen. Those guys get out there and they do a lot of football points. And their #1 player, Brock Yardgain, is a really good athlete. Lots of spiking the ball right on the goal line and just getting all those points for all the sports.
I like the 49ers. Joe Montana is a great quarterback.
Oh, Frank's actually a football fan.
That was a gentleman who retired in like 1986.
Matthew Schendel? Sorry. On YouTube asks, can you kamikaze? Yeah, you can definitely kamikaze.
Oh yeah, if you've been watching.
There it is again. Oh, but now you're on. You can take him, Frank. You can do it. I believe in you.
Speaking of kamikaze.
Oh,
there we go.
that would have been so awesome. Do you think that would take out the Millennium Falcon?
I don't think so. Millennium Falcon is a beefy ship.
Jack Lester on YouTube. I keep saying IGN because I'm looking at our icon here. Jack Lester on YouTube asks, is this game overhyped? I think every game is overhyped.
I feel like this game didn't have nearly as much hype as like Fallout and stuff.
Yeah.
For a AAA title, I feel like this one was a little bit like under the radar. Because I think most people knew for quite a while that it wasn't going to have any sort of story or campaign.
Yeah.
So everybody's just like, it's just Star Wars. I'm just going to blow stuff up in Star Wars. There you are.
Paul Richard Bernard Smith says, please say hi to Gareth Pritchard, who is watching you live. He is this game's biggest fan. That's awesome, but I would be inclined to say that I think Brian Altano might be this game's biggest fan. He's been talking about it for months.
Altano is super on board with the Star Wars hype train right now.
Mm-hmm.
He just did a toy gift guide. What to get the Star Wars fan in your life?
Yeah. Did you see anything that you wanted?
All the things.
All of the things?
Can I just have all the things? I need a nice Kylo Ren lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Star Wars Kylo Ren mask that Novos is doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like officially licensed, like screen accurate helmet.
Yeah.
$700. So if somebody could give me that for Christmas, that'd be lovely.
Estruck over on Twitch asks, do you guys think Amy Hennig's Star Wars game will be reminiscent of 1313 in any way? Mostly TPS, set piece, and of course the awesome story. I can only hope. Like, I would love so much for it to be reminiscent of what we saw of 1313. But that being said, like, Amy has done
Everything
awesome
she does
stuff.
is amazing.
Yeah,
so I don't know if it'll be reminiscent.
Yeah.
But I know that it will have an amazing story.
Yeah.
Like it'll whatever it is, it's gonna be riveting.
Do you want me to take over?
Yeah. Do you wanna shoot some plane thingies?
Yeah, I'll do a little flight school here. Also, hey Ben, do we have a charger for the this laptop? Is there one floating around in here? If not, I can jump out and grab one. I'm gonna try an A-wing. Let's see how this goes. Do you wanna take over here?
My scope shows enemy
go.
fighters victory near. They're going to go after
Cool.
our
That might work.
Whatever you
Go.
have to, but those ships have to get off-world.
It's Brent Hunter.
Nope. Wrong one. That's okay. Whoa! I forgot that I was playing a video game.
So Titan Gaming 769 over on Twitch is asking if you can edit your characters.
Yeah.
So you can do custom
somewhat.
loadouts, and then there's also kind of glamour stuff you can do. You can give if you're a rebel, you can give yourself alien masks, so you can be like kind of a different race. And you can get custom armor sets if you're an imp, like the Shadow Trooper. So you can do some stuff with different gear sets to actually kind of change the way the gameplay happens, and then you can also do some modifications to just the aesthetics of your character. So what do you think about the A-Wing? I kind of stayed away from it as much as I could when I was playing.
I like it.
Oh, look at that cockpit view.
I'm gonna give this a shot. It's so much harder. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, you just can't see what's going on. You don't have the near kind of like awareness of all the other ships around you.
I'm gonna get this
Oh,
power.
we're going for power up.
Let's do a barrel roll. All right. Nope, I'm not playing that way.
Yep.
Got him. All right. You're right though. You can stay alive so much longer in this mode than you can in like Supremacy or Drop Zone or anything.
Yeah, you can definitely. You're a much bigger bullet sponge in a starship than you are, as just an average soldier walking around, which makes sense.
Trying to get away. Protect it.
There's the Slave One.
Oh yeah, can you take it out?
Let's
Can you
see.
kill Boba Fett on his birthday? Get those missiles. Just.
Dang. Thought I had him for sure.
just rubbing up against him, just like, hey,
Yeah.
Boba. So there's no like actual locations. Like you can't go to Jabba's palace on Tatooine, right? You can't like
Nah.
find that. Just kind of desert fun stuff. But it'd be super cool if they hid that. I know that a lot of the Rogue Squadron games would hide that stuff. Like if you fly around the map somewhere, you can go find.
The Slave One's still out here. I can do it.
Do it. Oh, there we go.
Where'd he go? There he is. Nope.
So right now at launch, each planet has only one map.
Yeah.
So for everybody in the chat asking about that, yeah, it's one map per planet. And it seems like it's going to be that way for at least a little bit longer.
But it's
because
also
it's gonna be the same way.
yeah, but it's also like in different game modes, the planets have different layouts. The
Yeah.
maps, So like the speeder bike chase is obviously different than what you play on Supremacy or Drop Zone or any of
Yeah,
those.
so the maps are locked to the game type. So it's not going to be the same thing in all the different game types, and there are quite a few game types. So you could assert, I guess, that
Dang.
there's multiple maps for the planet, but they're
Anubis
just kind of
is
locked.
just hating on me today. Yeah.
He found out that you're streaming, and it was just like, I'm gonna take him out.
Imperial squadron incoming. Locked in attack position.
So if you had to pick Empire, Republic, 501st, Rebel Legion, where do you
Whoa!
stand?
That was stupid. I'm sorry. Ask me the question again.
Empire, Republic, 501st, Rebel Legion, where do you stand? Stormtrooper, Rebel.
Just to play in this game?
Life choice. Light side, dark side.
I don't know.
Let's have some
Honestly, I
confession
feel like it's more fun to play as the Empire in this game. But I mean, I've always been a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor, so.
Enemy fighter behind you. Shake him off.
Dealer55 is asking, does this game have more story than Metal Gear Solid 5?
That's cold.
That's harsh, man. That's harsh.
Dang, I was so close to picking up that Millennium Falcon power up.
The answer to your question might be maybe.
Maybe.
At least
Metal
more
Gear-
voice acting.
Metal Gear picks up. You gotta stick with it, but yeah, I mean, at least by the second chapter, there's some decent story stuff going on, or towards the end of the first chapter. Ben can tell you all about that, right, Ben? Ben gave me 2 big thumbs up.
Ben can talk all day long about Metal Gear Solid.
Ben, is that your game of the year?
I want to say right away, yeah, but I have to take a lot of things into consideration.
Ben said yes.
So yes,
I gotta say, I was super disappointed in Metal Gear Solid 5.
stop right there.
Ben, just cut your microphone.
Just end all of a sudden the stream ends immediately.
What's everybody's game of the year out there in Twitch land or YouTube land?
Yeah, tweet us, message us. What are you picking for game of the year? What have you found that you love? Also, we have questions coming about the season pass and speculating. So
Yeah.
there's going to be hero character in the season pass. What do you think? What do you think is that going to be that first added hero character? There's 4 hero characters in total. What do you think that first one is going to be?
And I'm sorry.
If you pick up the season pass for Battlefront, there's going to be 4 hero characters that will be rolled out over time.
Uh-huh.
What do you think? What do you think your pick for that first one is?
I bet you'd land it as the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And what about for the dark side? For the imps, like what imperial character do you think they'll add?
Probably Grand Moff Tarkin.
He can walk around in his slippers. That's right for all the Star Wars nerds out there.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
I did not do well.
Yeah. Tarkin found his Star Wars boots to be like super uncomfortable.
Really?
So like
So
Lucas
he
only
wears
shot him for the knee up, and he just wears slippers the entire
all
time.
That's the kind of stuff that you can do when you're like an old man and an actor.
Yeah, we're just like a legend. People are just like, okay, sure, get comfy.
All right, I think I'm gonna jump into some different multiplayer modes.
Absolutely, we'll try and show up all the different modes.
Try heroes versus villains.
Heroes versus villains. Okie dokie.
So you've had a chance to play a bunch of different modes. So what is your least favorite? Like what one of the modes just like that one's cool. I'm just not gonna pick that one up again.
I don't know. Let me think.
Yeah, but if you
Blast
guys,
is
if you guys
like-
take a look at this. Look at all
Blast and
these different mode
cargo
types,
is like
man.
whatever. Heroes versus villains is cool. Hero hunt is okay. Let's do this.
So as you guys can see, like there is just a ton of different options for
Yeah.
different mode types. So that by itself is going to give it at least a little bit of longevity at start, as people kind of try it out, see what they like. And with most online games, like it's going to collapse to like a couple of select ones that are going to have a lot of people playing.
At D by Design on Twitter says Frank and Beans. So if you're Frank, I guess that makes me Beans. I'm cool with that. That's fine. Y'all can call me Beans.
And Zach's nickname was never anything
Forevermore,
else.
it was
Always
Beans. What are some of my options here? Ben, do you have a good like sniper rifle unlocked?
I don't play this one.
Okay.
Unstoppable 360 says over on Twitch that his picks are Arkham Knight, Witcher 3, MGS5, and Fallout 4.
I recently,
any of those could be Game of the Year.
I recently went back to The Witcher 3 and have been just like loving it. I played a lot when it first came out and just kind of hung it up for all the other games that were coming out. But oh cool. But I gotta admit, Witcher 3 is really really cool. Woo! Guys, I'm Luke Skywalker.
Aw, snap! Look at that V2 stunt lightsaber in his hand. So amazing. Noah Majora says over on Twitch, Zelda Wii U. Oh wait.
Oh wait.
Yeah, about that one. I guess I'll have to go with Splatoon. There's your
I
Wii
played
U
a
game of the year.
fair amount of Splatoon. It was fun.
Splatoon got a lot better recently. They've added a whole lot of downloadable content.
Yeah,
and,
we just re-reviewed it, which is pretty unprecedented for us.
Yeah, and you can have wonderful Transformer t-shirts. I love those. Jose has like an actual one, like a real Transformer Splatoon t-shirt, and I'm so jealous of it. Oh, take down the Emperor. Revenge. Oh, look at that. You cut him down with your Jedi weapon.
I let my hatred flow through me.
Now you are the Emperor.
There's Boba Fett.
Oh.
Oh. Dang, I can't jump. Where'd he go?
Daler55 says over on Twitch that the Metal Gear Solid 5 merchandise is amazing.
The Metal Gear Solid 5 merchandise?
Yeah, so if you notice, like the sunglasses Kaz wears, has like an actual name. You can go buy those. They're like $500. There's all this like really expensive high-end Metal Gear Solid 5 merch out there that I would love to do a ton of unboxings at IGN if we could just find somebody to just send us all of that cool stuff.
We failed. They're all gone.
Oh man, this is just like The Empire Strikes Back. All the heroes were defeated. I actually like this mode a lot. I'll play as a rebel soldier the next round. That's because I'm being punished for my performance in the first round.
Yep.
Oh, cool. You were Luke
King Cuts
Skywalker and you
85.
totally squandered it, so... I'm gonna follow this dude though.
Yeah, just guard the heroes. That's the idea. Keep him alive. Hopefully he's good.
Thermal imploder. That's what I was trying to look for. The word I was trying to look for earlier.
Oh,
there's the
there's
Emperor.
the Emperor.
That's awful. Well,
Oh.
he killed me immediately.
Yep. Right before you get off that thermal imploder.
It's such a bummer that if you die, you lose your power-up. I wish that you could keep it.
They got one of our heroes.
There's Darth Vader. That's awful.
Oh god.
Jeez.
Again, man, it's the nice damage sponge of those hero classes.
Yeah.
Always really good.
Oh, that's nothing, apparently, that way.
People are speculating over on Twitch about Black Friday deals for Game of the Year content. Pick up like Witcher 3, nice bargain basement price.
Yeah, and you can probably get Hearts of Stone and all kinds of stuff. That's my team. Sorry.
Not the first time, not the last.
Yeah, you can probably get the expansions with it. I'm sure there'll be some deals on Metal Gear and stuff like that. Anything Black Friday-wise that you're thinking about picking up, Frank?
Black Friday's always been the time for new TVs, new computers.
Sure.
But since I'm picking up a PS4 for this,
Yeah.
I don't own any PS4 games. So
Oh,
pretty
nice.
much anything that's on like a nice Black Friday sale, I'll probably
What's
pick
the
up.
what's the first thing that you're gonna pick up?
I don't know, man. Witcher, Metal Gear Solid 5. I have it on PS3, but might want to give that a try on the PS4. See what like the big graphic difference is.
Yeah.
The
Ugh.
game's pretty fun, but it's not exactly pretty.
Which?
Metal Gear Solid 5 on the PS3.
Oh,
it's a lot
really?
of fun, but it's not nearly as pretty as
The next
as
or
the
current
current
generations?
generation.
Not die.
Yep, laptop's
Bummer.
dead, so I'm gonna go run and get a charger
Okay.
while you shoot all of the heroes.
Okay.
When I come back, I want all the heroes dead.
You stay here. I'll go.
Also good. Oh, I'm playing as Han Solo.
Oh, there we go.
Oh boy.
So each of the heroes has like a different like special ability and stuff, right?
Right.
So Han can do what? They can do a shoulder check. He can do like kind of like a quick spray of like quick shot bullets shooting from the hip kind of thing.
Yeah, he can do this cool charge. Let's see what else he can do. He can do a charge shot like that. He can just spam.
Oh, there we go. Just spam that Vader.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Boba Fett just landed right next to you.
Man, his voice is not great.
Yeah, I think Han is hit like one of the worst. Like Boba Fett's voice is okay. Like it's a little.
I'm fighting Boba Fett and Darth Vader. This is just awful.
Use your spam shot. Use your spam shot. Oh. Fuzzy monkey, why'd you do it like that?
That's one down.
No one could have survived that. That's the
Remember,
the
guys,
old
if you want to
1-2
hit us up on
punch.
Twitter, IGN plays lives. Hit us up on Twitter. Tell us what mode you
That
want
was
to see.
quick. You want to do a hero mode?
Oh yeah, I'll give Hero Mode a shot.
Nice. Yeah, try and tweet at us for a little bit while we bring in power for our computer.
Listen, I got my phone out with Twitter. I'm calling for the tweets because I can't see the chat.
You're a lowly rebel soldier this time around. Frank.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Captain Solo and Princess Leia. Don't forget about Skywalker.
I love that. Protect Captain Solo and Princess Leia. Also, don't forget about Sky. I mean, he's
Yeah,
there.
He could probably hold his
He
own.
probably
you
got
know?
himself good.
Keep the pressure on!
Let's stay next to Master Skywalker.
If you can keep up with him, he moves so fast.
Whoa. Come on, Emperor.
He's gonna take you down.
Yep. Oh, that Force Lightning, man.
Did you not find a charger?
Nope.
You can snag one from my desk.
Target down. Press your attack.
Guys, tweet at us if you want Ben to grab a charger from my desk. Just do the old stack here.
How many laptops?
Potato King at Trogdor6 says, try to say Irish wristwatch. Most people can't.
Irish
Wristwatch.
Not
Irish wristwatch. This is a silly game.
It's a wonderful tongue twister.
Yeah.
Irish wristwatch. Gotta step up my enunciation game to get Irish wristwatch out. Oh, there we go. Death to all the villains. I didn't do nothing.
Miles Mumford asks, what's your best kill streak ever? Are you talking about in this game or just like in any game of all time?
So I think like 3.
I think like 3. I did one last night where I had set up a turret by a drop pod that took out like 3 or 4 stormtroopers, and then I was also picking off stormtroopers. I think I got up to like 5 or 6 kill chains, like, or 7 maybe. It was pretty cool. I felt pretty good about it, but I immediately got killed right after that. So. Nathan Barry on YouTube asks, when does this come out for PS4? It's out right now. It just came out this morning.
Guys, run out to the store and pick it up, or just boot up the shop and just download it. Either way.
Careful, careful, careful. That dome is so awesome. He can't get you in there. You're gonna run out of time though.
Oh. Oh, what was that? Oh, Jesus.
Reality is the Now says, God, stop playing in third person, you noobs. Hero mode is only in third person.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's one of the things. Like, the starships you can choose.
Take your vitriol elsewhere, sir. Thank you.
I'm bringing up that iron side as much as I can.
Santiago Dominguez asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your score? What would you give this game, Frank?
I gotta spend a little more time with it, but, it's definitely up there. We're definitely talking, higher end of the scale.
Yeah, I'd say somewhere between a 7 and an 8 for me right now.
Yeah.
Mitch's review is still in progress, but I know that he was hoping to score it probably today, once the servers were thoroughly tested, so.
So Leia's an interesting character. She's almost like a support character. She
Yeah.
has like little honor guards you can spawn and all kinds of fun stuff.
Rockin' Anime 4567 says, IGN, do you recommend I actually watch the movies? Dude, yes, of course. What are you doing?
The important question is not do we recommend if you watch the movies, it's in what order do we recommend you watch the movies.
What order do you recommend they watch the movies?
That's a good question. The machete cut always sounds really appealing to me, because like I said, episode 1 was my least favorite.
What's the machete cut?
So the machete cut is you watch episode 4, Star Wars A New Hope, then you watch Empire Strikes Back, then you go back and watch episodes 2 and 3, where you see the evolution of Anakin.
Okay.
Then you watch
episode
Jedi
6.
and returning Vader to the light.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be a really good way of watching it.
So
and
it would
skip
go
one altogether.
4, 5, 2, 3, 6.
Yep.
But where's 1?
Did no 1. You cut it out.
You just skip it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so if you've never seen Star Wars before, feel free to skip 1 and just watch the Darth Maul lightsaber fight on YouTube.
Sure.
So that's pretty much all you need from that movie. There was a cool lightsaber battle. I'm trying to snipe Boba Fett from across the map.
Logan Linzel asks, do you condition your beard?
Can we just start, like, the entire rest of this conversation is going to be, how do you grow your amazing man beard?
I just tell it nice things. I'll read it stories.
Oh, like a good plant, like a good plant,
Yeah,
Just talk
take it out in the sunshine.
That could be my problem. As much as I can try, I can get a wonderful nerd beard. Like, if you want, like, chin down, like
Just
wonderful
go, like,
Amish
what about
neck
like
beard.
yeah, I was gonna say like a cool neck beard.
Yeah, I could do
Yeah.
an amazing neck beard, but oddly enough, mustaches. I can do a wonderful mustache, but I can never get the wonderfully coiffed Chuck Norris beard like you have.
Head admin Gaben asks, "Is this Stat Trek?" Stat Trek is actually a financial software, so this is a far cry from that.
We'll play with a couple of different gun selections here. But what modes do people want to see? There's a lot of them in this game. Like, what do people want to see? What do people have questions about? Tweet at us with the hashtag IGN Plays Live. Comment on Twitch, YouTube, IGN. Let us know what you think, as I'm just getting blown away.
Yeah, it's true. Let's switch out of this mode when we're done here.
Absolutely.
Go something else. We have only like 9 minutes left. So, Ben, what's a good 9-minute mode?
So just stay where you are.
Say that again?
Say just stay where you are.
Really? Okay.
Gonna run around, have fun, blow stuff up.
Miles Mumford says, "All right, I'm out. I liked your vid. Peace out." Thanks, dude. Thanks for hanging out. I'm really interested in this machete cut that you're talking
machete
about.
cut of Star Wars?
Yeah, because I've been thinking about rewatching the movies before 7. So that seems like a pretty cool way to do it.
The machete cut's a really interesting way. There's actually a gentleman on YouTube that re-edited the first 3 movies into like one thing. It's like one 4-hour movie.
Yeah.
It's episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Wasn't there a couple people that didn't Topher Grace do that too? He like cut him down into like a super
Topher
cut.
Grace made a super cut.
Yeah.
People like to re-edit those movies and take out all the Jar Jar Binks. There was one way back in the day, like 99, 2000, where called the Phantom Edit. Which
Yeah, I remember that.
Went straight into taking Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
People have been trying to get him out since the beginning.
The Mate01 asks, "Is that shuttle Tidarium?" Looks like it. It does look like shuttle Tidarium.
It was a shuttle class Tidarium. Yep.
Yeah.
Want to give it a shot?
Yeah,
Shoot
do
some
that.
rebels?
You gotta come over here.
Strike out some
Give it a
vengeance
whole
for the
stack
Empire?
here. Let's move around. Let's shift our hand. See what we got card-wise.
So why don't you explain to everybody who hasn't picked up the game yet? We've had a lot of people asking, what exactly is going on here? What's the cards?
So
How do they
basically,
work?
like you can customize your loadout, right? So thermal detonator is a standard grenade that you start the game with. The scout pistol is a light sidearm, effective at taking out opponents at close range. Honestly, this to me kind of feels like a shotgun, like a one-handed shotgun, because people get in close and you can fire it off like pretty easily and take people out. I've actually never used the ion torpedo, but that's apparently, let's try it. Why not? Give that a shot. And the pulse cannon is like a sniper rifle. I have this unlocked in my game. It's not very good. The impact grenade is where it's at. It's a smaller blast radius, but it does like super heavy damage. And then these things are just like, these two are basically just power-ups that you can equip to Y. This one slows cooldown, or speeds up cooldown, and this one stabilizes accuracy. It's pretty cool. This guy we're gonna swap for an ion torpedo, and see what happens here. Oh, he's on my team. Right? Am I a stormtrooper?
Yeah,
I
you're a
am.
stormtrooper.
Yeah. That's one of the things that's really funny is like switching back and forth between the two sides. I'm constantly forgetting which team that I'm on.
Yeah, especially with some of the guns are like quintessentially rebels or stormtroopers that you can actually wield on both sides. And just like, oh, right, just because I have this gun does not mean...
How do I use this thing?
It's only for vehicles.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
It's for vehicles. It's ion.
Oh, it's
just
only
to
for vehicles?
wreck vehicles.
Oh, well, that's stupid. Wish you would have told me that 2 minutes ago, Ben.
Ben
that's-
enjoys watching you squirm.
That's our
So he gets
producer, Ben, formerly referred to as the super producer, now just producer. Hope you're happy with that. That was easy.
Alex
Will
Rico
Mickey
with,
be
like,
in this game?
Shout out. Hi,
No.
Alex. Have fun.
I'm playing as Darth Vader. This rules.
Ooh, yeah. There we go. Dude, I would love it if they just, like, added, like, free
Just
Disney
random,
character
yeah.
DLC.
Or just the Incredible Hulk, just smashing through Endor.
Well, they have all those, like, Disney Star Wars toys you can get, like, Disneyland.
Yeah.
With, like, Darth Mickey and, like, Goofy Fett and all that kind of weirdness.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be hilarious. Just, like, drop those in.
Does playing as Darth Vader remind you of playing as Darth Vader in The Force Unleashed? Wow.
I feel like you move a lot faster in this game and die a lot faster.
Wow, that was awful. Those dudes just packed a punch.
So what do you feel about, like, the melee classes? Like, is it cool to have a lightsaber, or you feel like you're at a disadvantage
Yeah,
because you're
I
a
like-
lightsaber with just everybody has
No,
guns?
I like it because you can deflect a lot of stuff with the lightsaber. I obviously didn't do that so hot in the last round, but I think it's cool. I think it works really well. Especially like as Luke, you have or as Vader, you have an awesome lightsaber toss that you can take out. Like if there's two enemies next to each other, you can whip that thing over there and take them both out at the same time. It's pretty rad.
Protect those that remain, now.
Oh, come on. Wish I could use this ion torpedo on somebody. Ben.
Yeah. just giving him lots of
You were
lots of
sitting
love.
there reading the cards. You could have.
I know, I didn't see that it said it was for vehicles.
Just 1345 says he's actually in the party and was the first guy to die. So he wants a shout out.
Oh, nice. That's that first guy you killed. Still an Imperial Stormtrooper in each of these rounds. I like that these rounds are so short.
Yeah, just as soon as
Yeah.
you wipe out the 3,
Not be allowed.
Yeah.
it flips over.
Emperor or Lord Vader. Boba Fett must be protected as well. Do what must be done.
I love how there's just always one guy's like, these two people are important, and also, like, you know,
Just
Boba Fett.
just so you know, Boba Fett is around too.
Like, just, you probably shouldn't let Boba Fett die. He's probably kind of useful.
Here come these chumps.
Oh, there's Leia.
Oof.
Oh. Leia Organa's on top of it.
Guys, we're coming down to the final 2 minutes here. If you've been hanging out with us today and watching us play Star Wars Battlefront, I'm sorry. We are not very good at this game, but we had a lot of fun, and it was cool to hang out with you guys and answer some of your questions. Got a little silly. Here comes Luke Skywalker.
Just deflecting your shots right back at you.
If only I could ion torpedo him.
Full Jedi Master. Wonder if an ion torpedo affects a lightsaber. How come nobody has like EMP bombs in like Star Wars? Just like just stop Darth Vader's heart right there.
He's not a robot, Frank. He's a man.
Yeah, with a suit that breathes for him. I feel like an ion blast would really mess with that.
Oh!
Boba Fett.
That guy's stuck in a wall.
He just glitched. Oh, look
Oh.
at that. Death by glitch.
We've got 1 minute here, and we only have to kill Luke Skywalker, and I feel like we can do it.
So, what do you think? Is there a good party system? Is there a good way for like you and your friends to get together and keep going game match to game match together?
Say that again?
Is there a party system in the game, like a really good one, so that you and your friends can all get together online and then go from game match to game match together?
Yeah, I mean, if you join up in a party, you can jump in and out of different modes and stuff and play together. You know, I was playing with Mitch from who's doing our review, and a bunch of people from a bunch of different outlets last night. It was really cool. A lot of fun, like really easy to switch back and forth. But I do see now that it is
Yep,
3
it's
o'clock.
3 o'clock. Time for
We
us
are
to go.
done. It's been really cool hanging out with you guys. And for all things Star Wars Battlefront, you're already in the right place with this classic IGN sign-off. IGN.com. See you guys later. Have a good afternoon or evening, whatever.